Now we review Shazam! Fury of the Gods. 2023 film. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, I am Richard. This is Random Street Theater, and I have seen Shazam! Fury of the Gods. I could have sworn I already filmed a review for this, but I guess it got deleted. So here I am, even though the film is out of theaters and down to streaming, and let's face it, it's kind of, yeah. You already know. You already know. Anyway, for every 1,000 subscribers I get, I do purchase one of these bracelets from the company 4Ocean. 4Ocean pulls a pound of trash out of the ocean every time I do that. If you would be so kind as to comment, like, and subscribe, you'd be doing your part for a better world. Now, let's talk about Shazam! Fury of the Gods. As you know from the commercial, the stick that Shazam broke in the first movie turned out to be a magic stick that held the old gods of the Greek world stuck in a prison. And now that the stick is broken, they're out of the prison and causing mayhem for Shazam and the other Shazam kids. And yeah, that is part of the movie. The other part of the movie is our main character, Shazam, or Captain Marvel, as you want to call him. How rude. Anyway, Shazam, or Captain Marvel, trying to find his place and lusting after Wonder Woman. And, you know, really, being a 7-year-old, which in the comics where people age funny, it's okay for him to be a 7-year-old. Just like it's okay for Batman to be 35 for 20 years. But in this movie, he's supposed to be 17? So being 17 and having the body of a adult is a little different. And he doesn't have the same feel and look. And there's a lot of, it really feels like whoever wrote this reads too many tween or high school romance novels. And, you know, it's like, oh, look, this 1,000-year-old chick is now hitting on some high school kid. That's gross when you think about it. Really gross. That's, you know, statutory rape. Although if I were 17 or 16 or however old that character is supposed to be, really wouldn't mind that chick coming after me. But that's not the point. The point is that's weird and gross. And this is a woman who has like actually met Hercules, who is a character in both DC and Marvel as far as I'm aware. And, you know, yes, she may be the kind of person that is into dudes who are fixer-uppers, but yeah, weird. So, tonally speaking, there's a lot wrong with this film. I mean, it has these high school comedy moments, and it has these the world is in danger, epic, dark unicorn moments, and it has these two things juxtaposed, and they do not mesh well. You know, there is a wooden dragon in this movie, and it breathes something. I don't know if it's fire precisely, and it's awesome. There are some awesome visuals in this film. I really like what they do with them, but they feel a bit cartoony, and you don't really get to see enough of them to really make up for the hokiness. And I mean, yeah, look, if you are a 14-year-old, or perhaps a 12-year-old, or perhaps a 7-year-old, you probably would think this film is pretty cool. And, you know, Gal Gadot, who makes a cameo, is pretty hot. So there's funny moments there. And she is, again, does her job very well. But this film feels like a made-for-TV movie, and that detracts from the enjoyment of the overall film. There are a lot of things that just sort of happen there, and it's like, one of the big problems with this is like, you guys realize there's a world attached to DC now. So if a giant magic dome appeared over a city, you now have to ask yourself, where is Superman? Oh, he's off doing something else? Well, but if it's so big that it's keeping him away from giant magic dome, then we should know about it somehow. That's just that kind of thing. Superheroes don't have territories. They're not like, oh, I'm not contracted to pass the city limit, so I have to stay over here. No, they're like, yeah, the world is in danger. That was the whole Justice League and Justice Society concept. So that's what should happen. Batman or Superman or whatever should show up and be like, hey, let me go fix this. That never happens in this film. So it feels like it's a fever dream of Billy Batson, the alter ego or under the real identity of Shazam, rather than a real movie. And I mean, again, yes, all of these people would have some kind of a name for themselves at this point. If you were a superhero, you had superpowers, you would be something, you know, the Purple Avenger or you know, Captain Yellow, whatever it would be. All of these characters would have come up with some kind of a name, some kind of a brand. Maybe they'd be changing it often because kids do that. But that lack of cohesion, although it is a plot point, it also detracts from the film. Because it's like, all right, what's all this stuff over here happening for? And if you've got this big team of superheroes, again, why are they not able to get anything done? It doesn't really show us how they fail. It just shows us that they fail. And again, this is a failing of the film. It might have been done for time constraints or budgetary constraints. But yeah, look, this kind of a film belongs particularly low on your watch list, right? In fact, it may be for DC purists. It's not that bad. I mean, there are enjoyable parts to it. It is a fun movie in and of itself. It's just kind of a little batshit crazy and varies in tone. So yeah, high school kids, younger than high school kids, if you're a parent and you want to take your 12-year-old to something, this is a great film. It's just not going to tickle the adults in the audience very well. So yeah, bottom of the watch list. You can wait for it to come out free on whatever streaming service you have. That's just my opinion, though, and I'd love to hear yours down in the comments below. I'm Richard. Randall the Rat here once again, and I'm here to remind you humans to comment, like, and subscribe. And you know why? Well, have you watched the news? Mother Nature is pissed! And we can help. Because each one of these necklaces I'm wearing, it's a medal from the Conqueror. And in addition to being awesome bling, each one of them represents 5 trees. 5 glorious trees that the owner of this channel has had planted. I'm wearing 5 of these, so I've got 25 trees around my neck. 25 of the more than 100 that have been planted so far. So if you want to do your part to unpiss off Mother Nature, listen to old Randall here and comment, like, and subscribe. Or, of course, I could just eat your face and make there be less humans to pollute the environment. Global warming sucks, and you're delicious.